Hi, welcome to our session. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing great. Before we begin, I would like to ask you if you understand and give consent for this session to be video and audio tape, then submitted to Brandman University.
Yes, I do understand and give consent.
Perfect. Thank you for that. How are you feeling today? Do you want to start with a mindfulness exercise?
Yes, please.
Okay, first, for this mindfulness exercise for 3 minutes, we are just going to imagine that we are walking by the river. Close your eyes, rest your back on the chair, and your feet flat on the ground. Breathe in carefully and breathe out softly. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Imagine that you are walking by a big calm river. There is no one else there except you. As you walk, concentrate on the way the water moves. Keep breathing on in with your nose and out to your mouth, concentrating on the river, its sound, its movements, its peace and calm. If there are any thoughts that come to you, do not shut them down. Be curious about them. Then let them flow into the river. You're letting go of these thoughts and concentrating on your breathing in and out. I will keep track of time so you just focus on the river in its calmness. Now you're stopping your walk and slowly move your toes, your feet, your fingers, hands, and gently open your eyes. How was that mindfulness exercise for you?
It was okay. There are some thoughts that distracted me. I tried to push them into the river, and whenever they came back up, I started concentrating on my breath.
Are you comfortable sharing these thoughts with me?
Yes, it is the same thought over and over again. I really want to tell my dad that I want to move out next month, but every time I try to tell him, I get so scared.
What do you think you are scared of?
I'm scared of him getting angry at me. I'm frightened that he might shut down and just not talk to me. I don't know.
Is that reaction you think your dad had before?
Not really. He's quite understanding actually. He's very encouraging. It's just that I know he's sad right now because my mom is not here anymore. He just watches TV all the time, rarely says anything. Maybe because he's so quiet that I'm so more scared.
Okay, let's see. If I were your dad and I'm in a good mood and you think you can tell me what you are thinking, how will you tell me? Describe the most ideal situation that will make you comfortable enough to tell your dad and want him about.
Yeah, so ideal situation is I sit down with him. We do this sometimes. Then he asks me about my day and I tell him that I want to move out of the university housing, but I will visit him every day. But I will be also honest with him and let him know that I'm struggling right now and need to be somewhere else so I can focus and finish my degree.
That sounded really good to me. Where do you think will be your what do you think will be your dad's reaction?
I think he will somewhat sad, but he will agree it's because he knows it's the best for me.
I understand that is a big step for you to talk to your dad about moving out. You're also expressing feelings of anxiety about this. But what do you think will happen if you let these feelings, fear, anxiety, and panic throughout into the river?
Then I may be able to talk to dad, but I'm not sure if I could relax enough to do that.
Understandable. For your homework this session, I want you to write down in your journal all the thoughts you have talked about talking to your dad and moving out. What do you think will your dad's reaction will be if you told him? Put in one corner, and then the other, how do you think would you feel after telling him?
Okay, I can do that.
Good. Then we can discuss these thoughts in our next session, 3 weeks from now. Do you have any question?
Yeah. What if I have other thoughts that are not related to questions that you ask? Do I also write them down?
Yes, of course. You can keep journaling your thoughts and then we can discuss them as well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and I look forward to chatting with you to our next session.